Sim racing allows us to drive the cars of our dreams, ones we would need millions in real life to buy. So I wanted to go for a drive in VR in my top 5 dream cars that I'd buy if I had the money. Now I could get a roasting in the comments for these, so let me know what you think of my choices. Welcome to the first car that would be in my dream garage. This is the Bugatti Chiron, but not just any Bugatti Chiron. This is the Bugatti Chiron Supersport. Look at it. It's called the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 to be precise, because this thing broke the top speed world record, going over 330 miles an hour, which is absolutely insane, much like the scenery that we're hearing now. I'm not going to drive the absolute kahunas off this thing, choosing my words correctly, because this is almost too picturesque. We're here at Gran Valley Highway, and it's like the Pacific Highway. Look at this, a beautiful summer's evening on the Pacific coast in a Bugatti Chiron Supersport. Oh, this is just insane, especially with the PSVR 2 as well. It just completely brings everything literally to life. Look at it. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Oh, this is amazing. What else is amazing as well is we power down the back straight here, just casually up to almost 180 miles an hour. What's also amazing is the engine in this thing. That's one of the things that makes this so special and propels it to the speeds it does. This has got an 8-litre quad turbo W16 that produces 1600 brake horsepower. 1600 brake horsepower. So this thing has essentially got two 4-litre V8s, which one of the cars you'll see later on has by itself, strapped together. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. This thing will do 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds as well. And if you wanted one of the 30 that were made, it would have cost you €3.5 million, if you could get one at retail. But I don't think you'll be getting one of these somehow at €3.5 million anymore. For many of us, this is the closest we're going to get. And you know what? It's not actually, as you look around. I mean, look at it. It's not that far off, is it? Over the bridge, into the tunnel. Let's drop it down a gear and give it a boot when we're straight on the way out. This is car number 1 of my dream garage, the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300. Oh. Right, next up is the Mercedes AMG GT Black Series. Oh, this thing is amazing. A snippet at £330,000. You can buy 10 of these for one of the cars we were last in. Oh my word. This thing is a track monster. So obviously part of the Black Series from AMG. This thing has 720 brake horsepower from its twin turbo V8. 4 litres as opposed to the 8 litres we had in the Chiron last time out. Oh, this is a nice one as well. Now this thing will do 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds and go above 200 miles an hour when you absolutely cane it. But it just handles like an absolute dream. Now, there are alternatives to this. I did consider, 1 second, the Porsche GT3 RS with my imaginary money, or the McLaren 765 LT, but I think the engine in this thing, the way this thing looks, just pips it for me, to be honest. Oh, let's go! A little nod to my favourite YouTuber as well, as many of you know. And to be honest, they've got this absolutely nailed. Just drawing the attention back to the PSVR 2. I mean, look, it's just absolutely amazing. I mean, just look at it, down to every little detail. This is wild. This just puts a smile on my face. Right, let's give it one go through here. Let's drop a gear. Oh. Looking at the birds up there. Just enjoying this, really. This, guys, is the second car I'd have in my garage if I had all the money in the world. This is the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT Black Series. Many of you will know and not be surprised when you see this on the list. This is the Lexus LFA. I love a car that you can hear before you can see, and that's this. What you're listening to here is a 4.8 litre V10, revving all the way up to 9,000 RPM. This car is one of 500. Yours for a snip at £340,000, but that was back in 2010 when it was made. So good luck getting one of these for a list. Oh. And this thing is just an absolute masterpiece. 3.7 seconds 0 to 60, tipping the scale at just over 200 miles an hour. But to be honest with you, I could be driving 60 miles an hour in this thing in first gear. I just want to hear this thing rev, and we're going to hear it in one moment. Let's just get this thing lined up. I'm going to shut up and... amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I mean, just everything about this is amazing. This is so good. I mean, look at all of this. Look at the car. Look at the details. Look at the sunset. Look at the setting. Imagine if you had the money to do this in real life. This is why I have to dream, and we have to dream. Some people get to do this in real life. This is all I do. This puts a big fat smile on my face. This is the next car I'd have in my garage. The Lexus LFA. You absolute beauty. Right, the next car is, I feel, a bit of a rite of passage if you're going to buy a supercar. This is the Lamborghini Aventador Super Veloce, or SV. Yours for £315,000. 600 of these things made. Oh. And yeah, bit of a poster car, this one, for many. I love how it looks. I love how it sounds. The 6.5 litre V12. This thing can move. It does a sub 7 minute. Whoa, Nürburgring Nordschleife time. 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds and top speed in excess of 217 miles an hour. What a car this is. Nothing for me has more road presence than one of these things. Even when it's standing still, it looks fast. Oh. Bit of a brute. But that's the kind of charm. They give this thing so much power that the power to weight ratio is actually okay. Talking of power, listen to this. Those downshifts as well. Let's go. I mean, look at the inside of this thing. It's like a spaceship. I've been too enjoying what's going on out the front to actually mention the cockpit and show you. We'll do it on this lap. But again, PSVR 2 just hits it out of the park every single time. The attention to detail on the knobs. So yeah, as we head through the tunnel for the last time here. This was a Lamborghini Aventador Super Veloce, and the fourth car that I'd have in my garage. Oh my word. So we're up in the ante slightly for our final choice. This is the Aston Martin Valkyrie. My word, I forgot how quick this thing was. So this absolute beast is a collaboration between Red Bull and Aston Martin. The baby of Adrian Newey. And this is essentially a race car for the road. If you haven't guessed already. This thing is a monster. This is one of 150 units made. Completely carbon fibre. And will cost you £2.3 million. This thing's special. It's powered by a 6.5 litre V12 engine, but that's not it. It's also got a KERS, I should say. The sort of power I can't even say it. It's got a KERS system from an F1 car. Which gives it a total of 1160 brake horsepower. Insane. 0 to 60, 2.5 seconds. And a limited, let me say that again, a limited top speed of 220 miles an hour. Just looking down at the dashboard here, my word. I think this is a nice way to top off our final car in our 5-car. I can't even talk when this thing's revving. 5-car garage. But as you know, I like to give you just a little bit more with this. So this is our 5th and final car in our road going garage. If I had this much money, we'd have a track car, wouldn't we? So let's go have a look at that. But this is the Aston Martin Valkyrie and my 5th and final car in my dream road going garage. So as I mentioned in the previous section, if I had enough money to have all the cars that we just spoke about in my garage, I'm sure I could spare a few quid to have one track going monster to bring to a place like this. And there are quite a few options, but I think this would be my choice. The Pagani Zonda R. An incredible machine. Incredible. To be honest with you, even if I wasn't making a video, I'd probably do this anyway. This is incredible. This is probably the closest I will ever get to a track day at Spa in any supercar, let alone something like this. This is just perfect. I mean, I've obviously never driven a race car around Spa, but I imagine this is probably kind of what it's like, right? Apart from the G-forces and all that sort of stuff, it can't be a million miles off. I don't even want to talk much. There's not really much to say. I just want to take it all in. Coming down to the final chicane for the final time here. Slam on the anchors. And this, my final choice. The Pagani Zonda R. I think I'm going to leave you there, and I'm going to do a couple more. Here's my other just driving video here, which you have to check out if you enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're new around here, or if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one.